going on, guys? Schmitty here. Welcome back to another video. Today, guys, I have another Call of Duty World War II beta video for you guys. We are playing on Point to Hawk today on TDM. I'm going to be showing off probably my favorite gun from the beta. I talked about this a little bit on my previous video of how much I liked this gun. Today I'm going to be using the, not the grease gun, Schmitty, yeah, there you go, the M1941, or as the game calls it in some of the other files, the M1941 Johnson. I love saying I get to play with my Johnson. That that is always that was one of my favorite things to do while using this gun during the beta. Anyway, side note other from the 9-year-old perverted thoughts, I loved this gun. This is the first AR you unlock in the beta. Right off the bat, if you guys pick the infantry division, this gun is, oh my goodness, bayoneted right away in the back. Nobody watched the middle of the map, apparently. Great job, fellas. Great job. But this is my favorite AR, probably. I know the STG is OP. I get that it's really good, but I'm trying not to focus on like the PPSH, the STG. I want to focus on the other guns. We all know the PPSH and the STG are extremely good weapons. We all know that. But this M1941, man, I'm telling you, this thing is solid. So it's got a pretty high fire rate. I think it's the highest in the class as of right now. Pretty decent accuracy. So I'm going to give you guys a best class setup here in a little bit forward if you guys want to use it here when Weekend 2 comes up. But it's pretty good accuracy. It has a high fire rate. I'd say the damage is probably about medium, probably about average for ARs, but with that high fire rate, the thing melts, man. It's almost like a hybrid, just kind of, I mean, that fire rate's going to help you if you get up to closer distances, but it still does perform like AR. It hits at range, and I didn't find myself needing a grip too much on it. It definitely helps. It definitely makes it a much better weapon, but with this best class setup, this is what is going to give you guys, I think, the best overall run with this gun. So one of the big negatives about this weapon is that it comes standard with a 25-shot clip, which for a fast-shooting gun, let alone a fast-shooting AR, that is not very ideal. You burn through the ammo very fast, and the reload time is pretty slow as well. So that basic training perk Hustle was always on this class for me because the reload is extremely slow without it. It's still not very fast with it, but always ran that, always was having to reload. And so, obviously, the first attachment that I ran once I unlocked it was extended mags. I love extended mags on this weapon. It puts it up to a 37-shot clip. Much, much better for killing multiple enemies, and I love that a lot more. Second thing I run on this weapon is a sight. Whether you guys like the lens sight, the red dot, the 4x scope, whatever you guys want to run, I always ran a sight on this gun once I unlocked it. The iron sights are just too blocky. They're too big. I don't really care for them too much. If you can adapt to them and run another attachment, that's great. That's something I always try to do, but for most of this beta, I always ran red dot on it. I just really couldn't get used to the iron sights, and red dot just seemed to help me the most. Last attachment I ran was quick draw. Quick draw on the ARs is always pretty essential in Call of Duty, I feel like. So that was always on here. If you guys want to exchange any of those out, if you don't care for any of those attachments, grip, definitely a solid choice once you start spraying this gun down range a little bit. It does kick quite a bit, but if you can manage that recoil, it's a very solid gun, especially medium ranges. It's super, super good. Very ideal assault rifle. At the longer ranges, like I said, tap fire if you want to get that grip. Perfect. But these three attachments were my go-to attachments with this gun, and I found this gun to be extremely, extremely good. I didn't really find a gun that we got to use in this beta that I would call bad. A lot of people hated the grease gun, like I said in my previous video. I found that gun to be good. Nobody really touched this gun here, the M1941, but I found this gun to be super, super powerful, just melt through enemies, and like I said, recoil is good, fire rate is very good for an AR. Overall, I found this gun to be really good, and I wanted to share it with you guys and let you guys know, especially coming up in Weekend 2, if you guys did not use it in Weekend 1, if you're an Xbox player, haven't got to play the game yet, I would definitely rock this weapon. I did a lot of damage with it. It is a super good assault rifle and very, very underrated. A gun that nobody's really paying any attention to. Everybody wants that STG. Some people are using the M1 Garand. Of course, everybody with the PPSH, the Type 100, the WWII. But I'm telling you, man, give this gun a go. It is super, super good. I just want to see a lot more people using it. I feel like people are ignoring this weapon, and just with all the damage that I did, throughout the beta with this gun, man. Oh my goodness. So I really challenge you guys to check this weapon out. Look at what the damage it's doing, man. I'm just melting through people. It's not kicking too much. Like I said, these medium ranges, it is just absolutely perfect. I love this weapon. So did you guys use this weapon? If you guys got to play in week 1, did you use it during the beta at all? Did you like it? Did you just kind of stick with the OP weapons of the STG, the PPSH? I tried to stay away from those just as much as possible because I just like exploring the other guns. I don't really like to stick to just, you know, 1 or 2 guns like some people like to do. Some people just always find the best gun or 2 and always run with those. But that's never been me. I like to try and get good with every gun that, you know, in the game as best as I can. Just so I know, like, whenever I have to use a certain gun, or, you know, if that situation ever comes, I have to pick up a gun off the ground, like, I know how to use it, I know what it's good at, I know what it's not good at. I just like to know, and get good with about every gun that I can in the game. I don't want to stick to just the overpowered weapons. That's just never been me. I like to be versatile with as many guns as I can. But this gameplay here, guys, coming down to a close. I went pretty hard in this game. 22-5 with this weapon. Like I said, not one that a lot of people like either. I'm just picking people off left and right with this weapon, man. It's so good, especially on Point Du Hoc, man. I loved it on this map. Just the close, medium range engagements. You don't get anything too long range, which, like I said, perfect for this gun. But right about here, we are going to be shutting down the gameplay. There's the victory. 75-59, we took the win. Nice 22-5 gameplay with this gun. I challenge you guys to rock this here in weekend 2. And if you've used it, let me know what you think. Do you think it's a solid assault rifle as well? I just wanted to bring this to you guys' attention about this weapon. I really want to see a lot more people using it. It's honestly a dark horse for a good AR, and I just want to show you guys my best attachments, or my attachments that I thought worked best with it. So that has been the video for today, guys. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure to smack the Schmidt at the like button down below. Hope you guys all have a good one. I will see you guys on another video. So long, everybody.